What is up, guys? HD here, and I am bringing you today a body bag battle. And I did steal that name from Shofu, and if you guys don't know what a body bag is, it is a 6-0, and you guys are going to see I'm going to absolutely destroy his team. I do get lucky at one part of the battle, and you guys will see that later. But let's just get into it. I'm going to bring him down to his sash with his close combat, and he's going to spore me, and now he's going to actually set up some hazards, which is perfectly fine because this Dragonite does have defog, so we'll be able to get rid of those hazards and then finish off his smear go with the extreme speed. And I'm looking pretty good going into this. The only thing I have is a Spore Terrakion, which really won't be doing too much this game. He's going to go into his Ambipom, and I don't want him to break my multi-scale with the Fake Out, so I'm going to go into my Aggron. And he shouldn't be able to touch me, even if he's running the low sweep, because Mega-aggron is extremely bulky, and I'm just going to go for the Heavy Slam. And unfortunately, won't be able to take out his Obama Snow. And right here, I'm going to get pretty lucky, because he is going to end up missing a Focus Blast. But I guess that's kind of hacks back for him because I guess I got a bad damage roll on that Heavy Slam. And I'm just going to be able to go for a nice punch and finish him off. I didn't want to risk him going to like a Bishop or something. And now he's going to have his Chandelure. I don't want to get one shot by that. So obviously I'm going to go into my Dragonite. And he's not going to be able to touch me at all. This Dragonite is a complete wall to his Chandelure. And it is very important that I keep it alive and I try to keep my multi-scale intact, excuse me. And he's going to switch into his Bishop right here. I'm going to go for an Earthquake. He was predicting me to probably go for an Outrage or something, but I knew obviously that he wouldn't want to stay in right there. And now his Bridge pretty much screwed. He's gonna go for a one Sucker Punch, and I just wanted to make sure, I wanted to make the safe play and go for a Roost because I will have my multi-scale intact after the hail wears off. I won't be able to finish off with this Earthquake, and he's gonna hit me with the Dual Chop. And I don't want my Dragonite taking any more unnecessary damage, so I'm just gonna switch into my Togekiss, predicting him to go for the Sucker Punch. And with my Togekiss, I will be able to finish him off with the Air Slash. Not sure why he didn't go for another Sucker Punch. Maybe a misclick, not quite sure. But it's not really like I would imagine anywhere because this Togekiss also does have Roost on it. And I'm just going to stay in right here and take the Fake Out because I don't want him predicting my Aggron to come in and going for a low kick because Aggron really does rely on safe switches in to be able to take hits. And he's just going to go for an Ice Punch. I'm going to go for the Roost. And right here, I'm going to decide to Toxic him because I want to see if I can try to Toxic stall him out because clearly right there his Ice Punch is doing less than 40%. The only downside for me is that he could get a Freeze, which would be able to screw me over. But right here, he's actually going to surprise me. He's going to hit me with a Switcheroo. And now that I don't have my Lefty's Recovery, I really don't want to stay in. So I'm going to be kind of forced here to go into my Aggron. But as you guys will be able to see, he's not going to really have too much for it. He's going to go for an Ice Punch, not going to do anything at all. You know, my Aggron's just eating it up, but unfortunately it's going to get frozen. But, you know, there is a timer on him, and since he can't really touch me, he's going to have to switch out. And I'm just going to stay in. I'm going to try to Dethaw, and that's going to be one turn down. I know he's not going to be able to touch me at all with his Crobat. And he's going to U-turn right here back into his Chandelure. And that's going to be 2 turns I'm frozen. So I know I'm frozen for at least 2 turns. I don't want to risk anything. I'm going to go back into my Dragonite, even though I don't have the Focus Sash intact. Not the Focus, actually a multi-scale, and he's gonna go for another Overheat. It's not really gonna do too much, and I think right here I'm gonna go for a Roost just to get my multi-scale back, as he's gonna go back into his Ambipom. And obviously right here I'm gonna go right back into my Aggron because he won't be able to touch me at all. And yep, I'm gonna go back into my Aggron, and I'm just gonna try to Dethaw here. He's gonna spend 1 turn going for the Fake Out, and I think he's gonna go for Return. Yeah, he's gonna go for a Return. It's gonna do 12%. And I don't have a problem taking these. And I think when I Dethaw, I'm going to go for a Heavy Slam. Either Heavy Slam or... No, I'm going to go for an Aqua Tail because Aqua Tail is going to cover everything on his team. There's no really point in going for a Heavy Slam in case he wanted to predict me and go into his Chandelure. And right here, obviously, I don't want to get killed again. So I'm going to go into my Dragonite. He's going to predict me this time, go for a Shatter Ball, but it's not going to be doing anything at all. Even with the special defense drop, unless he got 2 in a row, you know, my Dragonite shouldn't have any problem taking out a Chandelure. And I'm going to finish him off with the Earthquake. Now he's going to go into his Crobat. And I actually wanted to stay in right here. I didn't really feel like... For some reason, I just didn't feel like going into my Aggron. And he's going to scare me right here because he's almost going to be able to take out my Dragonite with the Brave Bird as I go for the Roost. And I obviously don't want to switch in because I don't want him getting a lucky damage roll and taking out my Dragonite, therefore stopping the Body Bag. So I'm just going to go back into my Aggron. And he's going to Zen Headbutt me. And then he's going to go for a Roost while I go for an Ice Punch. I forgot that Poison resisted Ice for a second there, but it's not really like it matters because he can't do anything at all. Unless he flinches me with the Zen Headbutt, I should be good to take him out with a Heavy Slam. And that is going to be the game. And I hope you guys enjoyed this body bag. I do have a really good battle that I want to upload tomorrow. It was against one of the moderators on Pokemon Showdown. And it was a 59 turn battle, so you know it was a pretty long one. And I don't think anyone. I think I lost my first poke, and he still had all 6, but I lost my first poke all the way. It wasn't until like turn 30 because we were playing so conservatively in the beginning, and it's just a really great battle, and I really want to upload it. But I did get this body bag, and I thought it was a little bit better, so I'm just gonna show you guys this for now. And I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys later.